Salim, you can unmute and lead us out of prayer.
All right, thank you very much. My name is Kasamba Salim from Bujiri district. Let's humble ourselves and we pray. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. Finished.
Thank you so much, Salim, for the word of prayer. Would like to welcome each one of you that has joined this call. Thank you so much for sparing your time to join us as we launch the 10,000 digital project. So the 10K project is going to be running for a given period of time. And thank you so much for being part of this initiative. How is the program going to look like? We shall have an opening prayer, which we have already had. Then we shall have a few introductory remarks. Then we shall have Mr. Wile take us through the roadmap and how we are going to be implementing this project. Then we shall remind you on how we do the enrollment. Then we shall have a Q&A in case you have any question. And then we shall have the way forward. And then lastly, we shall have the closing remarks. Okay. We do believe that each and everyone that has joined on this call, you are a digital change agent. Maybe you may not have known whether you are one, but by the fact that you have joined this call, you do qualify to be a digital change agent, given that you have done at least one or two courses on the Cisco Academy. We want to thank you so much for the work you are doing in the different communities where you are. It's really a lot, and we know you have been doing all you can within your means to create the digital awareness, to impact your community, but also to share your skills and time with the rest of the community. We can't take you for granted, and we do appreciate all the work you are doing within the communities, and thank you so much. We are starting a journey of 10K kilometers. We do trust that we are going to walk this journey and we shall be able to achieve the objective of this project. We do trained many of you since 2021, I think, but some of you had already trained earlier on with earlier groups. But we do believe that the people we have been able to reach out to are many, and the knowledge some of you have gained from 2021 up to now, we do believe it is a lot, and that now this time around, you can be able to go out to your communities to create some difference in the community. Many members within the communities, even they may not know how to use the basic phone. They can touch those small phones. But with you on board, we do believe that those members will be able to access. Some of you are teaching students at school, you are teachers, but those students even finish A level without any skill, without the skill, without any certificate that shows that they have the knowledge on digital awareness, or whether they have done something concerning the ICT skill. Because even when their passives come back, they will just be specifying that the child did ICT, but it will not be specific on which kind of skill as this child attained. So we do believe that we are going to bring all those people on board, and then we shall be able to run this project successfully. On call, Mr. Francis is already on. Mr. Francis, you are most welcome. I know Mr. Humphrey uh, is also already on the call. You're most welcome, Mr. Humphrey. Maybe you can unmute and say something. And I know Mrs. Sandra is also joining. So, Mr. Humphrey, you can unmute and say something. And then after, we shall have Mr. Francis come on. Okay. Okay. Allow me now to welcome Mr. Francis to take us through the roadmap and
Sorry,
also to.
sorry, Stephen.
Okay.
Yeah, I couldn't. I not got the right to speak. Just going to text you. Good evening, members. Without wasting time, I think I just welcome you guys and ask you that we embrace this kind of training that we are trying to come up with. We have a lot of things we are trying to plan for you guys to see that we are able to run this program and successfully. So the reason why we called you guys is to see that we prepare ourselves. I think last time we spoke, but today's meeting was also to call you people so that we can plan and see when we are supposed to start and how we are going to run it. Some of the things that you requested for us to prepare for you people, some of them have gotten them, e.g. the letters that you wanted. So, and other things that will enable you run the program. So, and two, also to know the number of people who are committed, because the main thing was we're supposed to have each about 100 change agents, but to the registration we had, the number was less our target. So we wanted to call this meeting and see whether we are able to attain the number or we go with the number that are there, and we are not sure whether even those who registered are ready to participate. So this call for this meeting is to see members who are committed and who are ready to participate in this program that we are working on, and also know how many since the time we left, how if there are other people who have already mobilized at least participants, that meaning at least it shows that you by the time we left you and up to now you have at least mobilize a number of participants. It shows that you're committed or you're ready to participate in this. So, and that's why we call this. So without wasting time, allow me end here. I'll be coming in later, but I'll be on the call with as we hear from Mr. Francis. Thank you, Stephen.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Humphrey. And allow me now to welcome Mr. Francis. Hope you can unmute and talk to us. Mr. Francis, you can go on. Okay, I think he's getting set. Mr. Francis, we are not getting you. Okay. I think I need to find out. Okay, okay. I'm trying to reach out such that we can find out what actually is happening. But now, those members who missed
Can you hear me,
last,
Stephen, now?
now you are very clear, Mr. Francis.
You can hear me?
Yes, yes, you are very clear.
Okay, thank you. So I just want to take this opportunity to thank you, Stephen, and Sandra and Humphrey, and also the participants for joining us on this call. Uh, I just have only 10 minutes because I have another meeting to attend to. I'm expected to give just an update on how we are mobilizing and how we look way forward to able to conduct this training. As you are aware, we started this program way back in March, and we intend to ensure that by August, we have done the training. Our objective here is to mobilize, train, and equip 10,000 participants across Uganda using hybrid learning methods through the 100 trained digital change agents. How are we going to do this? One of the activities is to define the criteria of change agents. I think my colleague, Stephen has talked about. A change agent must have a basic ICT skill, community trust, ability to mobilize 100 participants, committed to train, commitment to training cycle, and access to digital tools. Uh, Another activity for selection of change agent is defining the criteria of participants. Which participants are we looking at? A change agent should be able to define the participants he's going to train. And our focus is on youth, women, persons with disabilities, rural dwellers, farmers, vendors, and small business owners with basic digital readiness or interest. And what tools are we going to do this? We hope to use forms, survey for screening to ensure inclusivity and regional balance. We have a steering committee which we have put upon around to help us coordinate this. This includes a team from the National Innovation Hub, which is from the Ministry of ICT, UICT team, and some digital change agents who are supervising other areas like regional areas. How the selection and onboarding 100 digital change agents, we are looking at each district at least to come up with one digital change agent. In other words, they work with the district ICT officers, local leaders, and UICT alumni network, which is full of digital change agents. We intend to we expect you to to confirm the readiness, just don't enroll anybody. People should be available, should be readily available to undertake the training. In other words, they should have at least a device. They should have a smartphone. They should be able to have access to the internet. These are the people we are looking at. And we're also looking at the change agent uh, should be able to use at least a learner management system. I know we are going to conduct that training for them so that they can be able to use different learner management systems. And then we expect each change agent to mobilize 100 participants, ensuring they are of inclusivity, and normally from their communities where they are residing. Like I've said, we are looking at conducting between 3 to 6 weeks to mobilize the participants. After we have mobilized the participants, we enroll them on our learner management system. Then each change agent can conduct online or physical lines online for his group that has been identified and enrolled in our learner management system. So we expect to have an infrastructure in place, the learner management system in place, and it is out of that learner management system that is going to help you to, first of all, to enroll your students so that they are able to have access to the training materials. We hope to use Cisco platform, and we will have the Cisco platform uh, uh, accommodated on our learner management system to make it easier for you to what? To learn. I know some people may not need to be on learner management system. If they have access to a computer lab, they can directly go enroll their students on a net card, and the students will be able to complete the courses. But on our side, we'll be able to monitor the activities on LMS and also on netcard. So on the issue of the venue, I've explained that. One, we are looking at if a change agent is a teacher, that means he has access to the school lab, and uh, we expect you to have a cordial relationship with the school, in that you should help us to identify what the school will need for you to be able to conduct this training. I know some schools may have internet infrastructure, but they may not have the internet. So as you as a change agent, we want you to communicate to us that the school has internet but has not subscribed, so that we find out what does it need for these 10 days we are going to do the training. What internet shall we refund the school? So as a change agent, we expect you to harmonize that to ensure that you have an infrastructure that supports the physical learning and also the online learning. And also we are looking at the ministry and through the National Innovation Hub to support us in terms of marketing and the communication campaign, so that we bring more people on board, especially so that people appreciate that this is not just our program, but it's a national program to create digital awareness. So we are looking at creating a marketing and a communication plan to bring on more people on board. So the responsibility here for marketing, we are looking at you, first of all, change agents. You are our ambassadors up there in your localities. I know you can access local radios to put up this call. And then also, we expect change agents to have, we are also going to conduct some special trainings specifically for the change agents, the 100 change agents. One is how to onboard the training and monitor the participants using online tools, digital classroom tools like Zoom, Scokers, and many others. So we are also going to organize training for change agents before we roll out for you to train your community members. And then finally, the content we already have is online. We have the content, and most of you have been able to have access to it. We may not need stationery because this training is purely online, and that makes it easier for us to implement it. So the rollout of the delivery of the training will be 10 days. And the 10 days, that means each 100 digital change agent will be training his participants in those 10 days so that they are able to get their certificates. This can be either online or physical. So we expect at the end of the 10 days, we expect to have trained 10,000 participants. Like I've said, the content, we are going to use the Cisco content, and also we also encourage, we want them to do a digital literacy course and another one course in entrepreneurship. We are going to put up a help desk. A help desk will help each change agent wherever he is and his participants when they have any challenges in terms of WhatsApp group, emails, and weekly checkups to see how each change agent is progressing. So finally, at the end of the training, we'll have 10,000 Ugandans trained across the country, uh, 100 active digital empowered change agents, and then we'll also have blended digital literacy curriculum integrated into the LMS, which you as a change agent, you can continue utilizing within your community, even after this particular training. And at the end of the day, would have brought national digital inclusion and entrepreneurship boost within our communities. So this is what we are looking at. I know many other issues came up. How are we going to remunerate the change agent? Each change agent, we have put up a budget for each change agent to be paid 50,000 per day. 50,000 per day. For those 10 days, we shall be conducting what? The training. So we expect each change agent to mobilize 100 participants and ensure that the 100 participants that you have mobilized have completed the training and received received the certificate. All the participants who will be enrolled and trained, as usual, we are going to provide them with the data refund. But we are also aware that some of you digital change agents, you are at a school, you are teachers at a school. So some of your students don't have computers. I mean, don't have smartphones and they don't have computers. The computers are in the lab. So we want you to mobilize your students and ensure that the data which is supposed to go for the students maybe goes to the school, together with what we are going to provide the school, where you are going to conduct what? The training. So for this project to be effective, efficient, we are purely relying on you. We did this program some time back, but we only did it for only 50 change agents in 30 districts. But today, and we were able to train 4,900 participants. So with that experience, I am sure and aware that there is nothing that is impossible. And with the number of training we have conducted together with you, I want to believe that this one is going to be more successful. We have, like Humphrey has said, we have drafted letters of introduction, which you will present to your uh, community leaders or a school, let me say so. And we hope that the schools will become, or your centers will become part of your ICT training networks. I want to assure you that this is just the beginning, and there are those whom we started with earlier who are going to get some support. The schools are going to get some support in terms of equipment from our partners from ITU. I'm sure some of you have already contacted you. You have shared with me the photos of your labs, how they look like, and I have been able to share this with our supporters. So let us build a network which in future will be able to support our communities to ensure that we provide these digital literacy training programs to make our country digitally to make our country digital economy, so that nobody is left what behind. As I conclude, as I conclude, I just want to urge you to embrace this program and be able to fully participate. Just as I conclude, I've talked about the development selection criteria, how we expect you to define your participants. I've also talked about the 100 change agents. We want to make sure that at least each district across the country is fully participating. We don't want only to look at people within the local, I mean, rural areas. We are actually looking at those areas in rural areas. So I expect people from the districts in the rural areas to participate. And then also, venues, I've talked about the venues, your schools, hubs, uh, areas, places which have computers, you can take advantage of that. The marketing and communication campaign, let us work together to ensure that we publicize this program, it becomes a national program. And I'm sure my colleague Sandra from the ministry is here listening, is going to help to support us to drum this program. Change agents, we are, apart from you going to train, we are also going to train you to be able to use some of these technical tools like LMS, AVR, and also how to make report after these trainings. We are going to be able to train you to that. In others, before we do the training, we are going to do participant orientation and how to distribute content. We are going to work together. And then at the end, after we have done all this, what we are doing now, we are going to roll out the training, we shall be, which we shall do in 10 days. In 10 days. So you can, as a change agent, we shall come up with the tentative timetable of 10 days for you able to conduct your participants. Depending how you have mobilized them, their time of availability, you may find one school may have a different timetable from another school. You get it? So all this we leave it to you as a change agent to work out with your superior, your community, and agree which time is very convenient. We don't want our participants or your participants to be disrupted, this program to disrupt their normal day-to-day activities. We propose that if it is a school, this extra curriculum work should be done after their school activities. So maybe as a change agent, you work with your administrators at school you agree, maybe after class, we'll run this particular activity. The same thing also, if you are mobilizing a team from the community, make sure that you conduct the class when the community is not very busy. If they are market vendors, I know market vendors in some markets in the morning, they are very busy. If they are farmers, it should not be very early in the morning, because early morning is when they are in their farms. So you can organize based on the situation in which your participants are set up in. So I want to thank you, and I want you to wish you the best. I think if we are fully mobilized by end of this week, next week we should be able to set up. Next week should be able to set up or a platform to enroll your participants. Each change agent should be able to share with us the number of participants enrolled, 100 participants enrolled from your community, so that they are enrolled in the learner management system, so that we begin monitoring. And then after that, after next week, we shall roll out the training for 10 days. I want to thank you and wish you the best. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Francis. But I think before you go off, in case you have any questions, kindly let's use this time before he goes off. In case you have any question, there's something you need more clarification on, there's something you want to ask, let's use this time. Okay, that means we have understood our work that we are going to be doing. Now allow me to put the registration in the chat, and we are going to take some few minutes uh, to respond to it. Okay, Mr. Msenguzi. Okay, I don't know whether that was the question I had. Now, the registration I've put in the chat, it is the registration that we are going to use for capturing those people that are now ready. I know some of you are already on the group, but now we want those who are ready to drive the change in the community. I understand some of you might have just filled in, but now you have had the roadmap we have to work on. And remember, he has told us that we are going to have some training. So mean that you must be able now to sacrifice some time, because we do expect that starting next week, we are enrolling and onboarding people such that we start running the program. So expect some trainings this week. Still, we shall use the same time at 4 to take you through some of those things, because each one of you must make a report. So we shall show you a sample report that we do expect. We shall expect that each one of you is going to come up with an Excel sheet having the details of your learners that you have enrolled, from which village, from which parish, which region, which district. Yes, and then their phone numbers and other details. So we shall be expecting such. But he has said at least 100. That is the word, at least 100. Meaning that if you have more, that is also very, very good members. So you can have 100, you can have 200. Let me say you're a teacher of ICT, you are teaching senior 1, you are teaching senior 2. Those, you may find that those classes are more than 100. So for you can say, let these children do this particular course, and you give them the 2 weeks. So you keep on monitoring. So your duty is to monitor and be able to provide the internet. So that is what we are going to be expecting you. In case you're a teacher, we shall expect that now you are going to be able to go and talk to your head teacher or director. But in case you are, and then tell him about this program, and then tell him what you are, make a good write-up, but we shall have given you a letter such that you can be able to introduce yourself very well and what we are going to be doing. We shall keep on sending as many posters as possible. We shall keep on sharing to the different platforms, and we shall keep on sensitizing the community such that they can keep to know more about this program. But let me ask you to fill that form. such that we can now capture the details. Any detail you put in this form, please make sure it is accurate. The phone numbers that you're going to fill in, those are the phone numbers that we shall use for data refund. So in case the phone number is not in your name, please put the phone number and then put a bracket and put the name in which that phone number appears in. Yes, so that is what we are doing. Those who have just come in, kindly just check in the chat in case you have just come in and then fill in the details. But we want those who are very interested, those who have the digital skills. Yes, and we shall be very glad if you have at least done a course. Those who have done at least a course, 1 or 2 or 3, that will be very good. Remember, we want to empower these children such that by the time we want to empower the community, such that at least they learn these digital skills at an early stage for the children, but also to impact more on the community. Okay, I'm going to give you the updates. I know the questions might be many, but so far 7 people have been able to fill in their data. So we are looking at accurate data. Please make sure your data is accurate. Yes, and for in case we have included a section whereby we are asking, in case you have identified a public library within your community, we need to support you on that, such that because public libraries received computers from UCC, so we can collaborate with them, and then you have your community members capture or go and utilize those resources within the library. But also remember, we expect that each one of you has a smartphone, because in your reports, we shall be expecting you to put evidence of the photos in case you had an online meeting. Then also we shall be providing you with Zoom links, such that in case you are holding a meeting, you can have the link. We set it for you, and then for you, you'll be able to do what? To take on the session. So we shall provide you with Zoom links such that you can meet your members anytime, but also we shall take you through on how we can use the Zoom for those who may not be in position. Okay. So far 25 members have filled. So those who have not yet filled, I'm saying we are about, this is 70. So I do expect. Yes, Mr. Wako.
Yes, good evening, everyone.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, my question is about the form. I'm seeing like tick all courses you have done. So like, is it specifically the courses that we did on NetaCard, or if I did some other courses like Python, JavaScript, but not specifically on the NetaCard and ICT?
It is well. It is well. Take any where you have that skill. Is it well? Yes. So as long as you have a skill in that particular course, it is very okay for you to take it. Because we want to establish when we start now training you, we want to know on which course we shall need to train you in, which course has not yet been done, such that we can, and which skill do we need. Okay. Rodin, you can ask Katumba.
Yes, Mr. Stephen, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes, now my question comes to the program has to be online. Let's assume we have people that are going to be online accessing it. So how CIT going to design it to make it easier for people to join the meeting, the teaching platform? Because you see, even us, we that use the tech, joining these meetings, it's hard for us. What about the people we are sensitizing and teaching people that are going to be, let's assume I have my 100 people, they're in a community but in different areas. Because me, my target market, I'm looking at ladies in markets and and the vendors. So how is it going to be easier for them to join this meeting when we are teaching them? That is my question. Then my second question is it possible for me, is it allowed to train students, or it's only for their people that are not students? Let's assume secondary school students. Is it possible?
Okay. Thank
Yes.
you. Okay. One, yes. For students, it is very allowed. Very, very allowed. That's why we are saying those who are in secondary school, your target audience can be the students you are teaching, the senior ones, the senior twos, the senior threes, four, five, six. Yeah, that target group, that is very okay. In case you're in the community, then it means that you can gather your community members. Then in case the people you are going to deal with are people who are just starting to use the online tools, then we expect you that you are going to be meeting them physically. You are going to have that physical interaction with those members, whereby you are going to pass on a message to meet them in a given place. Like I've said, we may have a public library, but also in case you have a nearby school, you can collaborate with the head teacher. In case there is any community hall around, then you can communicate, collaborate with them, then meet them. When you meet them the first session, you have to introduce yourself, tell them the objectives of the campaign, then you of the project, then you go on and take them through step by step on how you are going to be meeting them. In case you have decided you're going to be meeting them online, then you can take them on how to access. In case you feel online may not be favorable for them, then you can decide, because it is going to be a 10-day, then you can say that I'm going to meet you maybe for maybe 2 or 3 days of the 10 days, or I'll meet you 5 days, or I can meet you every day, such that you can keep monitoring the progress. Because remember, for us, we shall be basing on how many members from your team have been able to complete. So we do expect that you are going to keep on the 100 people you have obtained to ensure that each of them completes the course that they started on. So you need to check out which one will work for you better depending on the audience you are dealing with. But in case it is for market members, then that one, the best approach would have been gathering them in one place during one of the days. After gathering them, take them through the course, make a WhatsApp group, have all of them there on the WhatsApp group, show them how to enroll onto the course. You can even share the video in case some are failing. Ensure that by the time you leave each of them, at least when each of them has started on the course. Yeah. Okay, even if you are dealing with university students, it is very okay. In case you are in a university and you can gather your 100 people, you can get those university students, convince them during one of the lectures, and let them have the course started. Okay, Jimmy?
Yes, thank you very much. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
My question is very simple. Stephen, according to the communication, it is like we should be having at least a change agent in a district, but there's a scenario whereby in Doklo district, we are two. With Mr. Emmanuel Joseph Paul, who has been my instructor sometimes back because he joined the program a bit earlier than, so he was once my instructor. However, Doklo district is divided into two. We have Doklo North constituency, then Doklo South constituency. And Joseph comes from Doklo South, and I come from Doklo North. I don't know what you would say about being two of us in the same district. Otherwise, thank you very much.
Okay, thank you so much for that question. Okay, now, I think just a minute. Now, that one has no problem. That one has no problem. as long as the children, the people you're going to deal with are not the same people. So if you can get your 100 people, it is very okay. If you can get from another, as long as they are not the same people that you are training, they should be different people. But also, since you have said you're in different localities, one is in north, south, that one also makes more sense, and that one is very okay. So you can have different target groups, and then you train them. So that one we have no challenge with it. But we do not want the combining efforts, that you combine the 12 you and then train 100, because now when you combine 2 people and you train, still we shall be giving you 50,000. So meaning that you have to share the 50,000. Okay. Okay. James? Okay.
Yes, thank you so much. I'm Bigira James from Queen's College, Madu, Gomba District. I'm new on board. I'm just inquiring whether we have an agent ready in Gomba District. Then second, I'm in a school where we don't have computer laboratory, but students can have access to phones. So, whether sharing out this kind of thing, because at least we have a projector that can be used a big group of learners. Sharing is possible. I really want to know about that. Thank you so much.
Okay, your network was not so clear, Mr. James, but let me first answer what I picked. Yes, now in a
Okay.
school, in case the children have access to phones, that one is very okay. But now, how are we going to handle such a situation? Since you have a projector, you can first have all the children sit in one room. So after sitting in one room, show them this roadmap about the course, what they are going to do, how they are going to do them. Then after, enroll them onto the course. Take them one by one, or you can form a WhatsApp group and share that link with them. Then after sharing that link with them, then we shall be able to see that this person, you can start from there after. That's what I picked. Probably that was your question, I think, Mr. James.
Yes, thank you so much. I've gotten that. The other one was about our location, Gomba District. I was inquiring whether there is already an agent. Because personally, I've just come on board. I got this link from the teachers group.
Okay. Yes, now it is well. I'm going to look at the form, but at the moment, I've not seen anyone fill in the form. But since you are in Gomba and you are going to work with Queen of Matters, I think, it is okay because now you are alone there. Unless when there is another teacher in the same school that you are going to work with. But that is very fine. It shouldn't worry. Okay. Jacob?
Yes, thank you. Good evening.
Good evening.
Yes, my question is actually on like James. I happen to get this link today from Innovative Forum, and I'm actually a teacher in Padre, specifically Padula SS, of which we actually have the computer laboratory is okay, and I believe we can use it, but I don't know whether there's an agent in Padre.
Can you come again, please, Mr. Jacob?
Yeah, yes, please. I'm saying I actually got the link today from Innovative Forum, and I'm operating within Padel because I'm a teacher who actually happens to be teaching in Padula SS. but I don't know whether there's an agent in Patel that can maybe I can link with.
Like whether there's an agent you can link with.
Yes, within Patel.
Padel. Maybe in case we have someone here from Padel, maybe that person can let us know. But I'm going to post the link to the group that we formed, and then you can join. I'll be posting the list for the digital change agents, and then also the location where they are, the districts. That is the
Thank
WhatsApp
you.
group I've posted in the link. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Ashley?
Yes, thank you.
Hmm. Yes. Oh, sorry, Ashley.
My situation is a little bit, I don't know, because currently I'm in Hoima. I was filling the form. Now I wanted to ask before continuing. Because my home district is in Arua, and I would like to collect that it in Arua. Or if I'm to do it here, there is a secondary school nearby which I can do. So what what I don't know if I should put Arua district in the form or I can put Hoima here.
Now, you put where you are going to have the training from, the members, the community members. And when we talk about community member, that doesn't mean that you can only have students for the teachers. No, you can have the cooks, you can have your fellow teachers, you can have everyone surrounding community. So we want to hear those stories because at one point we are going to have that kind of, let me say, interview, and we may ask you to interact, to interview some people within that have done this course. Which impact have you created in them?
Oh, okay.
All right.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Sorry, Ashley, I think you are finished. Ronald?
Hello. Am I being heard?
Mr. Ronald, can you get a bit closer to your mic?
Yes. Am I being heard?
Still, you look to be far. You look to be far from your mic.
Okay. Don't know. I don't know if I'm being heard, but I think. Is it okay?
That is okay. You talk.
My question is, I was not around at the beginning, but these introductory letters, are we to pick them physically because they need some authenticity? I mean, you must have something written somewhere or signed, and it is authentic. Then you present it to the schools where you're going to lobby. Then, for us who are trained before, we have been, I'm one of those who have been with you before, and we enrolled some people before, yes, obviously. So we need to enroll 100 participants at least. So the enrollment include the ones you have enrolled before, or 100 starting from now. Those are my questions. Thank you.
Okay, now for 100, we are starting now. Then two, the letters, since we are in different districts, we shall use the digital signatures. We shall use the digital signatures. But for those who may be a bit far away from, but in case you are around Kampala and you want a physical one, then it is very okay for you to pick it. But we shall send you via your emails those letters of introduction. But in case you feel that your head teacher has this kind of Thomas doubt, then you can let us know. Or maybe any committee member has that kind, maybe RD so who, then you can let us know. And then I know Madam Sandra can sort it out, and then you'll have everything sorted. Okay. Mr. Isaac? Mr. Isaac? Oh, Mr. Isaac, I'm not getting you. Mr. Ben?
Yes, thank you, Kaziba, for giving me this opportunity. Good evening.
Good evening.
I'm actually from Moyo, in a school called Moyo Town Secondary School. My only challenge I'm trying to see here is going to be the internet infrastructure, because the school doesn't have. I don't know how you're going to help me along that line, because I'm also interested in like training those champions. Thank you.
Okay, we have said that we shall be supporting with the internet for schools for each participant. Yes. So what you need to do is indicate in the form, or you let us know early that, and then, but you must have, let me say, it would be better if you have the infrastructure that can at least supply the internet. Let me say the school has a router, the school has this and this, such that it is easy. Or you as the teacher, maybe when you have a router, maybe when you have a MiFi. Yes, but we do refund data for participants based on the course that they have done. So that data we do refund, it's the one that we expect the participants to use. The only thing is that we usually send the data after they have completed the course. So you must be able to tell them that in case of the internet issues, let them do, we shall be able to refund the data. Okay. Brian?
Yes, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, I'm Havungu Brian. I'm from West Nile, Arua district. I'm a student of Moni University. So most of the people I'm going to deal with actually are my fellow students, because I've already started introducing them about this. I did that one even before, from the time that we had the training from Kampala. So they are aware of it, and I've already started introducing it to some of them. So I just had one request, because here we actually conduct programs based on our timetable schedule, because currently we have students who are doing research and they are going to be beginning exams, I think, in early July. By around 20th of July, they are going to be done. So just my request was like scheduling time for the other 10 days should actually be favorable and be outside their time of exams.
Okay, thank you. Now, for the schedule, Madam Sandra is on the call. She's going to be talking about it in the closing remarks. But just be sure it is before this month ends. So they will be able to do before their exam. So, but Madam Sandra will mention it at the end of this session. Okay, Mr. Msinguzi.
Thank you, Mr. Kaziwa.
Yes.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Thank you for this. I've been asked, and just a few. The last time I checked, we have more than 100 districts in Uganda, based on the regions. I don't know if I got it right. If you are the organizers are having one digital agent per district. Let me take an example of my district. If it is Ruero, I'm just here in Katikamo. Does it mean if given a chance, does it mean I should handle everything that is in Ruero, because my community is within this Ruero? So how is that how is it going to work so that we can have those people involved? Otherwise, I'm going to, if it is the central, then the Ruero district, my region is big, but not going to cover the whole Ruero. How is the plan going to help? Then the other issue was about through experience, I have managed to at least convince my class more than 200, but some have not been active. So I'm going to get, so those who are active are around 70 something. The only thing is when you introduce yourself, of course you're going to give us, or you're going to, how can we see a way of, or can you see a way of making it authentic? Maybe you include an element of maybe a QR code, whereby when you go to this administrator, you tell him that I'm a digital agent, I wish to do certain trainings in this and this. Well, let me have your phone, let us scan this QR code so that it leads you to the, maybe to the, it links you to the site of the Ministry of Education or anything that is organized. Because I have that challenge, convincing these people that what I've come to tell them is valid, and I've tried it myself, and it's outside there. But it's good that you people are going to come up with the introductory letter, but how are they authentic? How are they going to be like somebody has told you that if we are away, if you can, and add advantage. But I think the
Okay, thank you. For the QR code, we have taken note of it. Those letters are going to be authentic. They are going to be signed by, let me say, big people. And we shall put any number in case the administrator, in case anyone wants to get more clarification. But also, like I've said, we are going to go to media. There's something Madam Sandra is designing. So we are going to be going to media, and then, and I know at one time even the permanent secretary will talk about it. So that message will be good for you to just as a backup. But we are going to use a lot of media such that the message can penetrate to the last village or to the last person within the community. Then I talked about well, yes, like our target is 10,000 for now. We may not be able to reach to, I think we have about 130 districts. We may not be able to reach to all the 130 now, but this is going to be a continuation because we have just started this project. We are going to keep on training more and more and more and more. So if this time round, this is the area of well that you have concentrated on, the next training we shall have, we shall then ask you that now, if you are in Luelo South, now you go to Luelo North. If you are in this area, now go to this area. So we are going to keep on moving to the different parts. Yeah, but we may not be able now to cover the whole district because it's really big. So we may not be able. So you first concentrate on a small area for now. Let that area master it. We are going to use what we call the cascading model, whereby the people now you are going to train. Now let me use the case in point when they are students. You have trained those 70 students. Those 70 students don't come, all of them may not come from Luwelo. But when they go back to their villages, they will spread the news that when I was at school, I learned about this and this. How can I help you? So it's going to keep on cascading to the different what? Areas. Just imagine you have trained 70 in this school. This person has also trained 100. This one has also trained. Those people keep on interacting and moving almost in all districts. So at the end of that day, you'll find that very many people across the country have got to know about this program. They've got to know about digital awareness. And that's how we are going to keep on spreading the gospel. Okay. Uh, Ashley and Eunice. Eunice? Oh.
Uh, Once again, I wanted to know now that those of us who are in this meeting, does it mean that we are already considered for the digital agent commission position, or we are going to go through another formal process of application?
No, this is very okay. We are going to be contacting each and every one of you here. We are going to have another training we shall take you through because this one shows that you are committed to creating a difference. So for us, we shall only confirm after seeing you enroll members onto the platform.
Okay, thank you.
Eunice, a higher bus community.
Yes, please. Good evening, members. I'm Wanziglia Derek, although I'm using this. My question is, will this participant be refunded their data after every course they finish or when they complete all the courses? That's all about mine.
Okay. Now you as a community agent, it's going to be your responsibility to give us the data of the people who have completed. But we are going to be verifying the data you give us because we have now a system. So after you giving us the data, we shall now come and tally. And you see that Higher has told us this person has completed the 2 courses and qualifies for that. Then we shall cross-check in the system that actually this person has done this. So as a digital change agent, that is the information that you are going to be compiling, the people who have completed, their telephone numbers, areas, and the rest of that. And we shall only refund after the person has completed the 2 courses, the way we have been doing it. But also, we want that let's complete within the days we shall put. Otherwise, it becomes very hard for us to work out different data sheets. This person has not completed, and then you forward the list after some time. That's why sometimes people keep missing the data. But if we can complete within the time frame, it will be very good such that we process the 10,000 people at once. Okay. Emmanuel? Emmanuel?
Yes, good evening. Good evening.
Oh, you are not so clear, Emma.
Am I being got?
Okay.
Can you get me here, I think?
Yes, go on.
My concern is like this. I think the 100 members mark is a target. What if, because some of us are not teachers, what if an agent is able to capture a number of persons who are very really interested? Well, how can we assess that?
I beg your pardon, number less than?
When an agent tries to capture a number less than that, the 100 members mark.
Okay, now that one, we are going to be, we have a plan on it, and we shall let you know on what we shall do about it. Yeah, in case the number fails to come to 100.
Because some of us are not teachers. The only people that we can be able to capture are people that are within our circle. So I think that one is also another concern to act upon.
Okay. I don't know. There is a gentleman in Busia. He's just also a community member. I don't know whether he's on the call, but I saw in the form he got more than 300 people in the community. So if you can expand, go beyond, we have those village radios, announce, do what? You can actually get the 100.
Okay.
You do your best. You do your best. Say, my target is 100. In fact, if you are targeting 100, let the target be 150, such that in case you fail to get the 50, you stop at 100. Okay. Mr. Julius?
Yes, sir. Hello.
Yes, miss.
I would like to thank you for where we have reached. Actually, you have rightly said that we are going to have each agent per district. But I would like to report that now, for example, I'm from Kasese. Kasese is equivalent to 5 districts. So if we attach there one agent, that person may not work effectively. I would propose that if possible, we could have one agent per constituency for the case of Kasese. Because right now we are over 5 digital change agents, but I don't know whether we can move to other districts. Is it possible to move to other districts?
Okay, Mr. Julius, we had said the number of digital change agents within a district is not going to be a very big issue. The issue is that once you're in those districts or in that particular district, ensure that your members are different from the other digital change agent and are different from the other digital change agent. In case you are maybe you are in the south, then we do, in case this person still is in the south, still we do expect that the target number you are working, the people you're working with are not the same people. They shouldn't be the same group. It should be a different group. That's why we are going to ask you to have that evidence of those people that you are dealing with. But like we have said that those people we shall train within Kasese, they don't stop only in Kasese. Even if you are 6 digit agents in Kasese, and maybe everyone trains 100, we shall know that now those are 600 people. And those 600 people, what I'm sure of, you'll find one will travel one time in Karamoja, one time you'll travel here, one time you'll travel here and there. So you'll find them, all of them, they will be in different parts of the country. So the model we are using is what we call the cascading model, that those who have learned, they are going to go on and teach others. Those people they have taught, they go and teach others like that, like that. So the information will keep on spreading after teaching one person, one person. Okay. 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 Then yes, we have said that students are going to be refunded data. Any child, any person you are going to be training, the data is going to be refunded. But also, okay, now I'm in the chat. Those who are working online, it is very okay. I know for you may be able to get different people from the different parts of the country, which is very, very fine. Yes, we are going to have a session this week to take you through on how we shall enroll these people onto the course, like Mr. Wille said. So we shall have that session this week. And can we prepare for Friday? Most probably we shall use this Friday to have that session. No, even if the school is capable of providing the data, we shall still support you as long as the person has done. For you, what you need to work is that you need to be open to the admin, because we are looking at for schools that do not have data, we shall provide a package for those schools in that format. That means that when we provide a package to the school, let me say we have given a certain amount of money, a certain something like that, then we shall expect that that money will go to that particular activity. So for such a case, we may not, it will depend, we may not give now the data directly to the people who have that. But even if the school is capable, that is okay. That means you're on the learners are on an added advantage, but they'll still go on to receive their data. Now, people who I'm seeing someone who completed in January but he did not receive data, like I've said, the moment you complete outside the time frame, it is very hard for us to go back and look out for that data, like to keep on working on a few people we submit. Those people in accounts also, they have really a lot of data to deal with. So always our advice is do it on time. The moment you work within the right time frame, it becomes very easy for us to submit things on time and orderly. So you find that no one will miss. But whenever for you take your time, the deadline is today, you take another time and another time. Then another thing that why people sometimes they fail to receive their data, it is because you hand in a phone number, you give us a phone number, but which is not in your name and you do not indicate. But still, sometimes people duplicate numbers. You find that this is the son and this is the daughter and the father. All of you are using the same number and you have not indicated. So for such a case, the system rejects you automatically. So we expect different numbers in such cases. How will the school administration benefit from this program? Yes, we have catered for them. We have catered for them a certain package, so we shall support them. But because I've said we shall give them maybe some data, but also it's not about benefiting in terms of monetary terms, but as long as the child that is in that particular school receives the skill, that one is a marketing tool for the school, because any parent who is in the digital world, the moment the child goes back and say, "Mommy, Daddy, I have obtained a certificate from this particular course," that one is an added advantage. It is a marketing tool. It is a value addition to the child and to the school as well. So there is a lot that the school can benefit from this program. But also those schools, like Mr. Francis said, we are trying to get some facilities. So the funders, I know at one point we have already collected some data for some schools. Some schools will be receiving, some communities will be receiving some gadgets. Let me say they will be receiving laptops or computers and the rest of that. But also understand the government has started serving out laptops to different schools. I think some of you, those many the government schools, I know you have received the laptops, so we must use them. We must use them, and we shall dig to find out those particular schools that have already received. The help desk, yes, please, we shall have that the help desk, but we shall ask the best way to do it. We shall be available online, except phone calls sometimes are a bit hard, but I know, but also you need to take note of the time you are trying to communicate to the person. Sometimes some of you communicate very late in the night, so that is where sometimes people do not get your message. But if you can get someone within the working hours, I know even at night we may be on, but we shall keep. Sometimes you need to keep on calling because these members receive quite a lot of messages. Okay, for the delay to answer, please let's utilize the what? The WhatsApp group that we have already formed, because sometimes the data you want or something you may be asking, you may find that the member on the group has already been uh, has already been helped. Okay. How much data shall be refunded? Yes, like we have said that every digital change agent, I don't know that this is for the data for learners or for the digital change agent, but we have said that for the 10 days we are going to be training members, each one of you will be receiving a refund of 50,000. Okay, the link for registration has been posted again, and this is the link we are going to consider, not the earlier link. Those who have their own routers, that is very good. So for such cases, the data, you can place the data and have your committee members gather and then they utilize that data. So that one is very okay. It's just a matter of you giving us the plan and what you're planning to do such that we can be able to support you. Now, for learners who are failing to get email address due to lack of funds, cannot complete. Yes, that is true. So you need to sort it a bit early on how they can be helped because they may need to confirm their emails. So see a way you can help them to have the emails captured. But I know you can do something, but I know you can use a teacher's phone, maybe to capture that contact where they can confirm. Oh, no, for the learners, we are boarding new people on the board. So anyone you are enrolling should be someone new, not the ones you have already trained. Is the 50K the one meant to be shared as data refund to all the learners who have finished the course? No. 50,000 is yours as a digital change agent in appreciation for the efforts you're putting in to train the members. Will school facilitation come before or after the training? We are planning, but that one we shall let you know, but I know it can come. We shall let you know about it. Oh, for those who have school facilities. Most so if you are in the government school and maybe the head teacher is not allowing community members and the rest of that, kindly reach out to us and then we can be able to get to the head teacher to explain because I know many times the government facilities are to support everyone within the community. So you can let us know and then we can talk to the RDC, we can talk to the inspector, we can talk to PS, we can talk to anyone, and then they will be able to support you such that the teacher can allow. But also it depends which kind of committee members you're bringing into the school. You maybe bring the rasters, so you need to look out that the people you are bringing within the school are decent and at what time are you bringing them in such that our children do not get distracted. What are the prerequisites for committee members to attend this training? As long as someone has a smartphone, because you cannot be able to do the course without a smartphone. So we shall look at those members with smartphones. And in case the member doesn't have a smartphone, then you as a digital change agent, you should have maybe a library or somewhere where they can access the internet and maybe the computer or the laptop. How going to get permission to be allowed to a school? Now, for school use, we do expect that this is for people who are already teachers. In case you are not a teacher and you do not have any access to a school, then for you, we expect that you can look around your locality, check out whether someone can help you with space, and then use that. But also in case you can talk to the people, to the school, that one can as well work in case you have good relationship with the school administrators. And in case you stay in Central but you have schools from your village, is it also encouraged to conduct training? Yes, that one is very okay. In case you have one school here, you have another school in Gomba, you have another school somewhere, yes, it is very okay. You can say, people within town, those ones I will take 30. In Gomba, I take 30. In Ginger, I take 30. So you can have it combined that way, such that every part can be able to benefit. Yes, emails are very necessary, more so during the enrollment into the course. So you'll need it. Yes, you can organize the training online. But we have said the number of children can be more than the number of participants you are enrolling can be more than 100. 100 is just the minimum, but the maximum is infinite. Okay. Shall we send the record? Yes, we are going to share the recording. Oh, Friday's Eid. Oh. Sure, I didn't know. I didn't know. But I think we shall find out how many Muslim brothers we have. But in case there are not so many, and there are very few, I know after your prayers, but we shall have it after the prayers. After your Eid prayers, we can have it after that time. How should we make the attendance list? We shall be taking you through during the session. Yes. Will you ICT come and visit our people physical online? Yes, we shall be paying visits both online and physically where it is possible. Where it is possible. Yeah, for online, we have said we shall be giving you links that you can use, and we shall be coming to attend your sessions for online. But also, we shall ask you to be recording those sessions such that you can be able to have the evidence. Those who have attended physical training, I remember in one of the sessions we took you through on how to create a YouTube channel, so you can have your data put there. Can we include those who finish and their names, given that they repeat maybe the course? Yeah, but with the database that we are going to give you is the one we shall base on to have those members. So we shall look at the database we have given you, the data, and then we base on that. So in case that person is not within that database, we shall not be able to refund them the data. Those who are using their own Wi-Fi, that is very okay. Use your own Wi-Fi, and then you will see how much data you have used. Then that data you have used, let me say any amount the children, you get the percentage that you have spent on the data as a person. Then what remains, you can give it to the learners to keep them motivated. The letters are already out. We are just confirming which members are willing to train, but we have the letters ready. When are we starting the training? As very soon. After Friday's training, this Friday, we shall expect that we are good to start the training for the members. So keep onboarding, keep putting them on board. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. Who haven't been given restaurant? Yeah, now for enrollment, we are going to be using one class, all of us. So we are going to be using one link, and we shall be adding you in order for you to monitor your learners. But in those 10 days, we are going to be giving you daily reports from the system, which people are progressing, which people have finished daily for the 10 days. Yes, but we shall add you in that class. But we are using one class, and no one is creating his own class. So how will you know that this person, yes, that's why we have said that what we are going to do, we expect each one of you to have your data, Then that data you have, we may even give those learners, special IDs. There's a way we can create special IDs, but we shall be expecting you that you have a data set for your learners you have got from your community. But also we are going to give you an ID that we shall explain at a later time. Okay, YouTube, we shall look at it on Friday. It is okay to do hybrid, online and physical. That is very okay. You can train as many people, even if they are not within your area, Eunice. When are we having the training? I've said the training will happen on Friday, and I don't know whether we can, being a public holiday, we can have it a bit early at 2 p.m. Okay, YouTube channel, I think we shall talk about it more on Friday, whereby in case you have had your meeting online, you can post there your recording for your members to review it. How many courses to be covered? We are looking at 2 courses, but we shall let you know in case of any adjustments. Are we receiving funds? Really, it may not be possible. So it can come after. It can come after. Yeah. It can come after. In fact, it will come after, because if it comes, what if someone just runs away with the funds and doesn't do the work? Much as we trust you so much, but in case it happens. Which courses? The courses we are going to look at is going to be digital awareness, and it requires someone 6 hours. Then entrepreneurship, which takes about 1 hour. So roughly someone may need 7 hours. Can we train people outside Uganda? Or not really? We want to first impact our own within the country. Then the rest can come in a bit later. Okay, can us who are already? Yes, those who are already digital change agents, everyone is participating. We are onboarding people. Yes, you have instructor rights. Okay, people are saying that. Okay, people are saying that let us maintain 4 p.m. Okay, it is well. We shall maintain the 4 p.m. Okay, Mr. Humphrey, I don't know whether you have something. I've answered, I think, all the questions.
No, I don't have it. It's okay.
Okay. Okay. Madam Sandra? Madam Sandra? Okay, okay. I think she's getting some challenges. Yes, but okay, last Innocent. Innocent?
Hello.
Yes.
Yes, thank you for all you've taken us through. I would like to emphasize on one thing. Whenever we have concerns, though you've addressed it, whenever we have concerns, we do share on our WhatsApp groups, but there are delays in responding to us. Now, since there is an open class for us, I would like to emphasize on that point of responding to us as quick as possible, so that we are also able to raise up our voices or address any challenges that we are unable to address through you. Thank you, sir.
Okay, well noted. I want to promise that we are going to improve on the communication. Yes, we are going to improve on the communication, and we shall, in the 10 days, I'm talking about the 10 days mainly for the actual training. That one, we shall be 24/7 online. In case you don't see me, I know Mr. Humphrey will be online, Madam Sandra will be online, Mr. Francis will be online. You can even give them calls, yes, and then they'll be able to respond. But we shall do our best to respond as quickly as possible. Yes, I don't know whether Madam Sandra, you are back. Okay. Okay, it is well. So, but we shall do our best on the communication bit of it. But sorry about that, but we are going to improve. Okay, members, this training must happen before June ends. Those were asking about when is it. So we are going to do this training in the next 3 weeks. So by 28th of June, we must have completed to train the learners. So in simple terms, we are starting or kicking off the training on the 9th of June next week. So that's why we are calling on Friday. We have our training to train you on the basics and those other things that you may need more clarification on. Then we board Saturday, Sunday, but for you now have your members already. Then on Monday, we start the training, Tuesday, Wednesday, like that. Yes. Yeah. So we'd like to thank you so much for joining this session. Thank you so much for putting in your time. Let's pray that everything goes on well. In case there are other members you think need to come on board that have not been able to join this training, you can alert them. So far in the form, I'm seeing 87 members that have filled in the form. So we are looking at 100. So we have just more 13 slots remaining. So in case there is any teacher there's any person you think has not been able to join this call but would benefit from this kind of training, can benefit from this kind of initiative, this person wants to create impact, then kindly alert them and let them know that we are kicking off very soon. Otherwise, thank you so much for attending. Thank you so much for putting in your time. And let us meet again on Friday, the same time at 4. We shall meet at 4 p.m. using the same link. It's going to be the same link. This same link we are using, it is the same link we shall be using. Those who are interested in the WhatsApp group, I've posted it there in case you are not yet there in the WhatsApp group, because we shall be putting the communication in the WhatsApp group. Start going forward. Today we shared the links outside the WhatsApp group, but going forward, starting on Friday, we shall only be sharing to the dedicated members within the group. But like I've said, we shall use the same link we have used today. Everything will be the same. Thank you and have a lovely evening. Bye-bye, everyone.